Yo, what's good, peeps? We are coming into the very busy holiday season, but just before we get there, September 2021 is stacked with awesome video games coming out for you. Here, I've basically compiled a list of 10 of what I consider the most must-buy games, or at least a place on your radar of games that will be released in the month of September, so make sure you keep it locked.
Yo, yo, yo! Welcome to Urban Gameplay Gaming Countdown. It's Matt Pepper counting down the hottest games.
Need I remind you, D.I. Redfern, that tonight is the biggest single policing operation in Metropolitan Police history.
Dropping on the 2nd of September is RICO London. Now, RICO London is a very fun-looking first-person shooter that has this awesome and cool comic book kind of style thanks to the cel-shaded graphics. The game takes place on New Year's Eve 1999 in London, and this game is basically a high-energy, no-holding-back co-op shooter where you play as a cop who is storming a high-rise tower to stop an arms trade, and you do not care who gets in your way. This is sure to be a lot of fun to play, but it definitely looks like it's gonna really shine when played with friends. RICO London will be released for the PlayStation and Nintendo Switch.
Port City's as good as lost. Must you go back?
On the 7th of September, we do get F.I.S.T. Now, if Metroidvania-style games are your jam, then F.I.S.T. is definitely the game for you. The setting is very cool. It takes place in a world that is inhabited by these crazy animals. Rayton, who used to be part of this resistance standing up against the oppressive forces in the city, is called back into fight, and he is bringing his mechanical fists with him. This features explosive combats and lots of exploration, as you would expect from a Metroidvania game. F.I.S.T. will be released for the PlayStation and also PC.
You shall now witness the true power of the spark, Rayton!
Let's do it!
On the 7th of September, Sonic Colors Ultimate will be available. Now, without a doubt, Sonic Colors is definitely one of the best games on the Nintendo Wii and one of the best Sonic games in general. The game mixes 2D and 3D gameplay, and it is fast as fast can be. It is a game that is a great deal of fun, and this new Ultimate version of the game brings it with HD visuals, faster frame rates, and even the ability to play as Tails. This game will be released for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch.
Named even and odd.
On the 10th of September, Lost in Random will be hitting the shelves. Now, Lost in Random is one of the most interesting games EA have been a part of for a very long time. This is basically a third-person action RPG where you play as a girl called Even who is looking for a sister called Odd that has been kidnapped by the Queen of Random. If those names sound funny, it is because this whole world revolves around the roll of the dice. To me, it is a very interesting game mechanic, and you even have the sentient dice that will accompany you. This has a dark and moody look, kind of Tim Burton movie, and it looks like it's definitely going to be a lot of fun. Lost in Random will be released for the PlayStation, Xbox, not forgetting the PC and Switch.
And some won't.
That's against the rules. Oh, sure. A little girl with a dice.
Gotta break through!
Rolling in on the 10th of September is Tales of Arise. Now, the Tales series has far more good than bad games in it, and many people are excited about Tales of Arise. What is interesting about Tales of Arise is that Bandai Namco are trying to cater to both longtime fans of the series and those who may be coming into this for the very first time. It looks very interesting, and the plot revolves around two very different worlds, the fantasy world of Dana and not forgetting the much more advanced world of Rena. With multiple protagonists and many twists and turns, this looks like it's going to be another solid entry in the series and a game that is going to be demanding a lot of your time. Tales of Arise will be released for the PlayStation, Xbox, and not forgetting PC.
Right, here goes! It's over! Try harder! My turn! Mirage!
My friend did tell me you were overqualified for this job. I think I'll love it.
On the 10th of September, we do see Life is Strange True Colors hit the shelf. Now, this is the fourth game, well, fifth if you do count the awesome adventure of Captain Spirit in the Life is Strange series that will be released in September, and to me, it looks fantastic. True Colors give us a new protagonist in Alex to play as, and Alex can feel and use the emotions of others, which sounds like a very interesting and fun gameplay mechanic. If the other games are anything to go by, we can expect a story that is going to take us through every part of the emotional spectrum. Life is Strange True Colors will be available for the PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PC. But for those who do follow the channel, do remember that the Nintendo Switch version has been pushed back. Not sure on the specific release date for that particular version, but definitely bear that in mind.
Today is the last day of June, and that means we've got one more day to celebrate Pride. Citizens of Haven, do not touch those guys.
On the 14th of September, we do get Deathloop. Now, Deathloop is a game that many people thought they were going to be getting during the launch window of the PlayStation 5. Now, to me, this game looks insane. We play as a cool guy called Colt who is stuck in a time loop, and he has to relive the same day over and over again, trying to get a bit further each time so he can break the loop. This is a first-person shooter brought to us by the same studio that made the amazing Dishonored games, and there is a very, very interesting multiplayer component where other players can come into your game. Deathloop will be available for the PlayStation 5 and also the PC.
Hey, over here! I'm coming for you!
In a warehouse, about 3 days ago, a body turned up in Yokohama.
On the 24th of September 2021, Lost in Judgment, which is probably the #1 game that I personally want to pick up in September. Now, Lost in Judgment is basically the sequel to the Fantastic Judgment, which was a spin-off from the Yakuza series. This game has you playing as young Takayuki Yagumi in a third-person action and adventure game. He is a detective and he is working on a case about a man accused of murder, but that is only the tip of the iceberg of the trouble that he finds himself in. The first game was truly something special, and this one looks to be expanding upon that in every possible way. While there is plenty of combat, there is also a lot of detective work to do, and Lost in Judgment will be released for the PlayStation and not forgetting the Xbox.
I believe in you, buddy.
予定に入っていなかったけど、死にたいのなら相手になって。
On the 30th of September, we do see Melty Blood type Lumina hit the shelves. Now, anyone who loves the Melty Blood series has to be excited for Melty Blood type Lumina. This is a gorgeous looking 2D fighting that is going to be going back to the drawing board in many respects. It features a smaller roster of characters, but the goal is that they will all feel truly unique. The game is suitable for both veterans and those new to the series too, and what is very interesting about this game is that there is some really nice visual novel style elements to the game that definitely brings a definite spark of imagination. Melty Blood type Lumina will be released for the PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and Nintendo Switch.
ほうき星。
あんまり動くと貧血になるんでね。この辺りで失礼するよ。
Most wanted and raddest cars.
On the 30th of September, we also get Hot Wheels Unleashed. Now, if you love arcade-style racing games, then there is no better one available than Hot Wheels Unleashed. This just looks like an absolute ton of fun to play. It features slick, fast-paced, and over-the-top arcade-style racing. You can collect some of the most iconic Hot Wheel cars of all time, and as we are taking part in all kinds of races, you can even create your very own tracks that you can share online with other players, and you can also download theirs too. Hot Wheels Unleashed will be available for the PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and also PC. Anyway, peep, that wraps up 10 games that I think should be on your radar for the month of September 2021. Keeping it real, there are loads of hot games dropping next month that I even left off the list. I'm sure NBA fans are probably looking forward to the release of NBA 2K22, which does drop on the 10th of September, or even Nexamon, which will be coming to the PS4 and PS5 on the 17th of September, is a pretty decent game to keep on your Raider, and even the likes of Juan Yuan's Sword 7, which definitely has been a game that I've covered on the channel previously. Trust me, so many games to mention that it is going to be a very expensive month. So do let me know in the comments below any specific games that you are really looking forward to picking up next month, and any major games that I've missed off my list. As always, if you did enjoy this very quick urban gameplay update, be sure to smash the like button. Do hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to the channel before. And until next urban gameplay video, we definitely say peace out. Peace.
Believe me, I'm just as clueless as you are, much as I hate to admit it.
They said to tell you